The social worker's shoes make soft clicking sounds on my kitchen tile. She's young, maybe 26, with a clipboard and an expression that's trying very hard to remain neutral. Behind her, a police officer stands by my front door, hand resting casually near his belt. My 3 children sit frozen on the couch, eyes wide with confusion and fear. Ms. Torres, I'm Sandra Kim from Child Protective Services. We received a report of child neglect at this address. I need to conduct a home inspection and speak with your children. My hands are shaking. I clasped them together to stop it. There's been a mistake. That's what we're here to determine. Her voice is kind but firm. Professional. She's done this before. May I see your kitchen? I lead her through my small but clean apartment. She opens the refrigerator, stocked with fresh vegetables, milk, sandwich materials, fruit. Checks the freezer, chicken breasts, frozen vegetables, ice cream for the kids. Opens cabinets, pasta, rice, canned goods, cereal. She makes notes. Moves to the bathroom. Checks for mold, cleanliness, working plumbing. Everything is fine. I clean this apartment obsessively because I work from home and the kids are always here. She inspects the children's bedroom. 3 beds neatly made. Clean clothes folded on the dresser. Toys organized in bins. More notes. Ms. Torres, the report claimed your children were malnourished, living in unsanitary conditions, and frequently unsupervised. Can you address these allegations? They're lies. Complete lies. My kids are healthy. I work from home as a medical transcriptionist. I'm here all day, every day. They're never unsupervised. Who filed the report? I don't know. Don't you have to tell me? Reports can be made anonymously. But I know. I know exactly who did this. Sandra interviews my children separately. 7-year-old Maya, 5-year-old Carlos, 3-year-old Sophia. She asks them gentle questions about food, bedtime, if mommy takes care of them, if they feel safe. They tell her the truth. That I make breakfast every morning. That we have family dinners. That I help with homework. That I tuck them in at night. 2 hours later, Sandra closes her file. Ms. Torres, I'm marking this case as unfounded. Your home is clean, your children are well cared for, and there's no evidence of neglect. Whoever filed this report was mistaken or malicious. Can you tell me who filed it? She hesitates. Then, the report came from a family member, Marissa Torres, my sister-in-law. After they leave, I sit on the couch with my kids clustered around me. Maya is crying. Carlos keeps asking if the police are going to take them away. Sophia doesn't understand what happened, but knows something bad scared everyone. We're fine, I tell them, holding them close. Everything's fine. That was just a misunderstanding. But it's not fine. Marissa called CPS on me. Made false allegations of child neglect. Brought police and social workers to terrorize my children because of what? Some petty family drama? I put the kids to bed early. Then I call my brother. Lucas, your wife called CPS on me. Silence. Then, what are you talking about? Marissa filed a report claiming I was neglecting my kids. They came to my house today. Inspected everything. Questioned my children. It was humiliating and terrifying. That's not possible. Marissa wouldn't do that. The social worker told me the report came from Marissa Torres. Your wife. That's her name, isn't it? More silence. There must be some mistake. The only mistake was Marissa thinking she could get away with this. Why would she do this, Lucas? What did I do to make your wife try to take my kids away? She's just concerned. She mentioned to me that the kids looked thin last time we visited. That your apartment seemed messy. My kids are healthy. My apartment is clean. The social worker confirmed that. Marissa lied, Lucas. She made false allegations that could have destroyed my family. She was just trying to help. Help? She tried to have my children removed from my home. That's not help, that's an attack. You're overreacting. Marissa cares about you and the kids. If she cared, she would have talked to me. Not called CPS with fabricated allegations. I'll talk to her. I'm sure there's an explanation. He hangs up. I stare at my phone, fury building in my chest like pressure in a sealed container. Marissa has hated me since she married Lucas 3 years ago. I've never understood why. I was welcoming when they started dating. Friendly at their wedding. Polite during family gatherings despite her constant criticism of my parenting, my apartment, my single mother status. She makes comments. Little jabs disguised as concern. Are you sure the kids are eating enough? This apartment is so small for 3 children. It must be so hard raising them without a father. Maybe you should consider letting Lucas and me take them for a while, just until you get on your feet. I always brushed it off. Assumed she was just awkward, didn't know how to relate to kids. Now I understand. She wants my children. Wants to play savior. Wants to rescue the poor neglected kids from their incompetent mother. And when I wouldn't hand them over willingly, she tried to force it. The next Sunday, there's a family dinner at my mother's house. I almost don't go. But my mother insists, and I won't let Marissa think she's driven me away. I arrive with the kids. Marissa is already there, helping my mother in the kitchen. She smiles when she sees me, warm and friendly like nothing happened. Natalia, so glad you could make it. Kids, go play with your cousins. I wait until the children are out of earshot. Then I turn to her. You called CPS on me. Her smile doesn't falter. I was worried about the children. Someone needed to check on them. They found nothing. Because there was nothing to find. You lied. I didn't lie. I expressed legitimate concerns. You filed a false report. You brought police and social workers to terrorize my kids. You tried to have them taken away from me. Maybe if you were a better mother, I wouldn't have needed to call. The words hang in the air like smoke. My mother, who's been listening from the doorway, gasps. Marissa, Lucas says from behind me. That's enough. It's true. Natalia is struggling. Those kids need stability. They need two parents. They need a real home, not that cramped apartment. They have a real home, with their real mother, who takes care of them, who loves them. Love isn't enough. They need resources. They need proper supervision. They have supervision. I work from home. I'm with them constantly. You work. You're distracted. Those kids are raising themselves. That's not true, isn't it? When was the last time you took them to the park? To a museum? When did you last buy them new clothes? I take them to the park every weekend. They have plenty of clothes. You're making things up to justify what you did. Marissa's mask cracks. Those children deserve better than what you can give them. Lucas and I could provide them with everything, good schools, activities, opportunities. But you're too proud to admit you need help. I don't need help. I need you to stop trying to steal my kids. Steal? I'm trying to save them. From what? From a mother who loves them? From a clean home? From regular meals and bedtime stories. From poverty. From struggle. From being raised by a single mother who can barely make ends meet. There it is. The truth beneath all the concern and criticism. Marissa thinks I'm not good enough because I'm not wealthy. Because I'm a single mother. Because I don't have the perfect life she thinks children deserve. Get out, my mother says quietly. She's standing in the kitchen doorway, face pale with anger. Marissa, get out of my house. What? I was just. You called CPS on my daughter with false allegations. You tried to have my grandchildren taken away. You just admitted you think you deserve her kids more than she does. Get out. Lucas tries to intervene. Mom, let's all calm down. Your wife terrorized your sister's children. She tried to destroy your sister's family. Either she leaves, or you both leave. Choose. Lucas looks between his mother and his wife. Marissa's face is bright red, eyes wide with shock that this isn't going her way. We're leaving, Lucas finally says. Come on, Marissa. They leave. The dinner continues without them, strained and uncomfortable. I barely eat. Keep checking on my kids, making sure they're okay, that they're not hearing the adults whisper about what happened. That night, I can't sleep. I keep thinking about Marissa's face when she said those children deserve better. The certainty in her voice. The absolute conviction that she had the right to judge my parenting and find it lacking. I think about the CPS visit. The fear in Maya's eyes. Carlos asking if they were going to take him away. Sophia crying because everyone else was scared. I think about the social worker's notes, now filed somewhere in a government database. The report that will follow me forever, even though it was unfounded. And I think about revenge. I'm not a vindictive person. I don't seek conflict. But Marissa crossed a line. She weaponized a government agency against my family. She terrorized my children. And she feels justified doing it. Someone needs to teach her that actions have consequences. The next morning, I do something I've been curious about for 3 years, but never acted on. I Google my sister-in-law's name. Marissa Torres. Age 29. Married to Lucas Torres for 3 years. Works as an executive assistant at a pharmaceutical company. Lives in a nice house in a good neighborhood. I dig deeper. Find her LinkedIn profile, her Facebook, her Instagram. Everything is public, carefully curated to show her perfect life. Then I find something interesting. A photo from 7 years ago, before she met Lucas. She's younger, thinner, standing in front of a building with a sign I can't quite read. The caption says, New Beginnings in America. So grateful for this opportunity. Hashtag blessed, hashtag new life. New beginnings in America. I search more carefully. Find immigration records, public information, freely available if you know where to look. Marissa Rodriguez entered the United States on a student visa in 2017. The visa expired in 2020. She married Lucas in 2022, 2 years after her legal status lapsed. I sit back, staring at my computer screen. This could be nothing. She might have adjusted her status, gotten a green card, or become a citizen. It happens all the time. Or she might not have. I spend the next week researching. I learn about visa overstays, adjustment of status applications, marriage-based green cards. I learn that staying in the country after a visa expires is a deportable offense. I learn that marriage to a U.S. citizen doesn't automatically confer legal status. You have to apply, go through interviews, prove the marriage is legitimate. I check court records. No adjustment of status application filed for Marissa Torres or Marissa Rodriguez in our county. No naturalization records. Nothing. Either she filed in a different jurisdiction, or she never filed at all. I think about this for 3 days. What I'm considering is nuclear. If Marissa is undocumented, reporting her to immigration could get her deported. Could destroy her marriage. Could ruin her life. But she tried to destroy mine first. On the 4th day, I call Immigration and Customs Enforcement. The agent who answers is professional, detached. ICE tip line, how can I help you? I have information about someone who may be in the country illegally. Name and address of the individual? I provide them. Give them everything I found, the visa entry, the expiration date, the lack of any adjustment of status. Filing. The agent takes notes, asks clarifying questions. What's your relationship to this individual? She's my sister-in-law. She filed a false CPS report against me last month. I started looking into her background and discovered the visa issue. A pause. Ma'am, this sounds like a personal dispute. It is. But if she's here illegally, that's still a violation of immigration law, isn't it? Another pause. We'll investigate. If you're filing a false report for revenge purposes, there are consequences for that as well. Everything I told you is true. Check the records yourself. We will. Thank you for the information. I hang up. Sit there staring at my phone. What have I done? 2 weeks pass. I hear nothing. Start to think maybe nothing will come of it. Maybe Marissa did adjust her status, and I just couldn't find the records. Maybe ICE decided not to pursue it. Then Lucas calls. What did you do? His voice is shaking with rage. What are you talking about? ICE came to our house. They questioned Marissa. They're investigating her immigration status. She's terrified, Natalia. She thinks she's going to be deported. And I know you did this. I know you reported her. Did I? How would you know that? Because you're the only one with a reason to. After the CPS thing. After she tried to have my children taken away, you mean? After she filed false allegations that brought police to my home. That doesn't give you the right to destroy her life. She tried to destroy mine first. This is different. If Marissa gets deported, then maybe she should have thought about that before attacking my family. She was just concerned about the kids. She was trying to take them. She admitted it, Lucas. At Mom's house. She said they deserve better than me. That you two could provide them with a better life. She wasn't concerned. She was shopping for children and thought mine would do. You're insane. I'm a mother protecting her children. Marissa used a government agency as a weapon against me. So I did the same to her. Fair is fair. If she gets deported, our marriage is over. I can't just move to whatever country they send her to. My life is here. Then maybe you should have married someone who is here legally. Did you know her status was expired? Did she tell you? Silence. Lucas? Did you know? She said she was handling it. That it was complicated, but she was working with a lawyer. So you knew. You knew she was here illegally, and you married her anyway. I love her. And I love my kids. But your wife didn't care about that when she called CPS. So I'm not going to care about her immigration status now. Natalia, please. Call them back. Tell them it was a mistake. It wasn't a mistake. Everything I reported is true. Please. I'm begging you. Don't do this. I already did. The rest is up to IC. I hang up. My hands are shaking again, but this time it's not fear. It's adrenaline. Power. The satisfaction of fighting back. My mother calls next. Natalia, Lucas says you reported Marissa to immigration. I did. Was that necessary? She tried to have my children taken away, Mom. She traumatized them. She made false allegations that are now in a government database with my name attached. Yes, it was necessary. This seems excessive. Does it? She used CPS as a weapon. I used IC as a weapon. She wanted to play with government agencies? Now she knows what that feels like. If she gets deported, then she faces the consequences of being in the country illegally. Just like I would have faced consequences if CPS had found actual neglect. She took that risk when she overstayed her visa. She escalated it when she attacked my family. My mother sighs. I don't know if this is right, Nat. Neither do I. But it's done. 6 weeks later, Marissa is arrested. IC determines she's been living in the US illegally for 5 years. She's placed in detention pending deportation proceedings. Lucas is devastated. Calls me crying, begging me to do something. I tell him there's nothing I can do. IC makes their own decisions. I just provided information. He stops speaking to me after that. Marissa's deportation hearing is scheduled for 3 months out. Lucas hires an immigration lawyer, but the case is straightforward. She overstayed her visa. Didn't adjust status. Didn't leave when required. The law is clear. I don't follow the proceedings closely. Don't attend the hearing. Don't want to see her face when they order her removed. I just want her gone. For months after I made that call, Marissa is deported to Colombia. Lucas doesn't go with her. Files for divorce instead. Apparently love has limits when those limits involve leaving the country. My family is fractured. Half of them think I was justified. Half think I went too far. My mother is somewhere in the middle, understands why I did it, but wishes I'd found another way. Lucas won't look at me at family gatherings. When he does show up, which is rare now, he stays on the opposite side of the room. I should feel guilty. Should feel bad about destroying someone's life, breaking up a marriage, getting someone deported. But I don't. I feel relieved. Because Marissa is gone. Can't file more false reports. Can't try to take my children. Can't criticize my parenting or my apartment or my life. She wanted to use the system to take everything from me. So I used the system to take everything from her. My children are thriving. Maya stopped having nightmares about the police taking her away. Carlos is back to his cheerful self. Sophia doesn't remember much about that day, which is a blessing. We're still in the same small apartment. I'm still working from home as a medical transcriptionist. We're still a single-parent household making it work day by day. But we're safe. We're together. And the person who tried to destroy that is gone. People can call me vindictive. Call me cruel. Call me excessive. But I'm a mother first. And when someone threatens my children, I will burn down everything they've built to protect mine. Marissa taught me that government agencies are weapons that can destroy families. I just learned how to aim better than she did.